Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. We're excited to be back with you one more Tuesday. So please come on in the room. Make sure you like and share and comment on the page. Again, good afternoon, everybody that's joining today. We want to talk to you about time management. One of the biggest skills to have, one of the most important skills to have. We want to give you guys just a couple of pieces on time management, how to manage your time best. Before we do, we have a wonderful employer that's going to come on and talk a little bit about the opportunities that they have. So if you know anybody who needs time management skills or they're looking for employment, today is the show for them. So make sure that you share this with them, making sure that they log in, that they tune in to this. We are on our agency social media platforms across multiple platforms, streaming a few different places. So please make sure, again, guys, that you like and share this. We don't know if this may not be able to help you. It may be able to help someone that you know. So we're all in the business of making sure that information is shared as broadly as possible. We're doing everything we can to get Baltimore back to work, and we're excited about doing that. So before we get into time management, before we get into our employer that's on today, we do want to give you guys just a couple of updates from our agency. So remember, all of our centers are currently open. That means that you can walk into our centers and receive services. I know that we were closed for a little while and then we reopened, and then due to a spike, we had to close again physically, but we are back open physically. So please make sure that if you need any of our services, you are able to walk into all of our centers. All of our centers are physically open. So please make sure that you go in there, and if you need to use the computer, see one of our staff members, anything you need to do, our services are open to the public and able for you to walk in and physically access those. Also remember that any jobs that we are aware of are posted on the Maryland Workforce Exchange. We've got that link down at the bottom for you. That's mwejobs.maryland.gov. That's there. You'll find a ton of positions posted there. Not only do they post positions there, but you can create a resume. It'll keep track of your job search history. You can do all those things on that one website. So please, if you're looking for employment, make sure you check there. The other piece that we want to lift to you guys is our Now Hiring job board. This is housed on our website. All of our employer services team here at the Mayor's Office of Employment Development, those folks continuously put information, put new jobs, fresh leads onto that website. So please make sure that you guys are looking there, that you're checking back a couple of times a week. Even if you want to check a couple of times a day, we have an entire team, and their whole focus is to figure out what employers are currently hiring for and how to connect you, the job seeker, to those opportunities. So please make sure that you look on both of those websites, save them in your favorites, make sure that they're in your history so that you are able to easily access them. So now that those announcements are out of the way, I do want to bring on our employer for the day. We have someone who's going to be on from ZTrip. Her name is Selena. She's going to talk to you guys about the opportunities that they have. Hi, Selena. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me on. It's really a pleasure. If you are someone that loves to drive, has a driver's license, and a clean driving record, ZTrip would love to have you. We are hiring rigorously. Need to get drivers in these seats to get these cars on the road. I'm getting ready to go out on the lot. Hopefully you can see all the cars that are just sitting, waiting to be driven, waiting to pick up passengers. Go to our website, ztrip.com, to apply. We are located at 2100 Huntington Avenue, right on the corner of Howard and 21st. Give you a little background. ZTrip was actually bought Yellow Cab. So the big company is called WHC Worldwide. And in about 2019, the owner of Yellow Cab decided he wanted to retire, do other things. So he sold it to WHC, who started the ZTrip brand. And ZTrip is a kind of like a hybrid between your ride share and your taxi cab. We had a few people leave during the lockdown in 2020. Now the state is open. Some have come back, some haven't. So again, we are looking for drivers, clean driving record, of course, a driver's license, 25 years or older. Like I said, you'll have the luxury actually of being your own business owner, because we have independent contractor relationships with our drivers, so you can set your own time, make your own hours, and the money stream is endless.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We see people walking to those vehicles now. I love the fact that Selena took us out and showed us the lot that they have. A ton of opportunities. How many folks around are you guys looking for? How many drivers?
Well, we're looking to fill, let's see, we have about 40 or 50 cars on the lot that are available. So we're looking for about that many, 40 or 50
That is awesome.
to fill. Mhm.
40 to 50. And you said something that was really good that I want to go back on. You said that
Okay.
there's unlimited earning potential. Talk about that.
So like I said, the drivers are, that's how cabbing has been since the beginning of time. You're an independent contractor. So it's basically your own business. We give you the car, we give you the tools you need. All you have to do is drive, pick up your passengers, drop them off at their destination. We have 24-hour dispatch, so you have 24-hour support. You get roadside assistance if you ever, God forbid, are in an accident. We do all the marketing for you. So all you have to do, we have all of the jobs come in through the tablet that's in each car. So all you have to do is turn on that tablet, and like I said, go pick up the passengers and drop them off at their destination. We are part of the Taxi Access Call a Ride program here in Baltimore City. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It's like mobility, except instead of going the route of the van, those members are actually get a cab ride, so the government subsidizes their cab ride. We also have a partnership with the Baltimore City Public School System, where we pick students up from their home and drop them off at school, even if their school is in another district. We also help out with Super Shuttle. Are you familiar with Super Shuttle, sir?
Yes.
Okay, so we help out with Super Shuttle. We call ourselves Z Shuttle. So we take people to and from the airport. And again, instead of having to go the route of the Super Shuttle van, you get your taxi ride from your home straight to the airport at about the same rate as you would Super Shuttle. So you don't have to worry about waiting for people to get picked up. You can go straight to the airport. We still have our voucher program where businesses buy vouchers from us. Hospitals give them out to their patients. Hotels give them out to their guests, and businesses give them out to their clients. And of course, people can still hail a cab the old-fashioned way if they're on the street, or call dispatch. And we also have the ZTrip app as well. So there are plenty of ways to garner, to gather business. It's a lot of business out there, hence the reason why we're recruiting so rigorously. We are in desperate need of drivers right now.
Yeah, a ton of opportunities for to earn. So that's amazing. That's awesome.
Okay, so I just want to reiterate that this is a 1099 job. Like I said, it's an independent contractor relationship. But like I said, the earning potential is endless.
Awesome, awesome, and that's just like ride share programs. Some of the popular ride share programs that are out, the same type of employment setup.
Right, correct. So, well, the difference is you do not use your own car here. We supply the car for you. We take care of maintenance, repair, insurance, registration, permit, the basic upkeep of the car. All you basically have to do is keep it gassed up and keep it clean, because it is our name on the side of the car.
Man, you guys are making it too easy.
It's just that easy. I was a driver for 3 years before I came inside to administration. I work in the operations department, of course, helping with recruiting, but I did love it. I mean, I loved driving before that anyway, but the fact that I was able to drive and get paid for it, it was very nice.
Can't beat it.
No, not at all.
Selena, thank you for joining us. And again, guys, remember, go to that website that you see below to apply with ZTrip. You remember, you do have to be licensed. You also need to be 25 years or older. So
Yeah.
please make sure that you guys apply to those, and you can definitely contact them any specific way if they want to contact, if they have more questions.
I think my email, I put my email address down by my name. If not, you can feel free to send me an email, sfranklin, SFRANKLIN @ztrip.com. You can also call me at the office, 443-573-3456.
Gotcha. And we've got that email address down below, sfranklin@ztrip.com.
All right, fabulous.
Thank you so much, Selena, for coming on, and we're excited about the opportunities that you guys have at ZTrip.
Thank you so much again. Thank you for having me. You have an awesome Tuesday.
You as well. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
So again, everybody, make sure that if you're interested, if you know anyone who's interested in becoming a driver with ZTrip, please get them that information as soon as possible so that they can fill some of those positions. They have opportunities right on the lot. So please make sure that you guys are getting through to them. And if you have anybody who's interested, please make sure that they apply as soon as possible. So thank you again, Selena. And again, if anybody missed any portion of this session, any portion of our conversation with Selena, it will, of course, be aired on demand. So you can always access it on our social media sites. It will be housed here as well if you want to go back and view it. And we also try our best to restream these sessions at the end of each day. So around 7 o'clock or so. So again, thank you, Selena, for coming on. We want to give you a few tips on time management. So what is time management? There's a big definition that says it's the ability to use your time effectively or productively, especially at work. In layman's terms, that pretty much just means using your time wisely. I know I've fallen prey many times to not using my time wisely or falling into the trap of rushing to try to do something at the last minute, rushing to try and grab something at the last minute. I know we've all been in the situation where it's a holiday and you need to run to the store at the last minute to get the cranberry sauce that you thought that you bought, but you did not buy. So time management. Today, we want to give you just a couple of tips on how to best manage your time. First, some of the steps to managing your time. Number one, you want to set goals. That's extremely important. You want to have reasonable expectations. Don't set yourself up for failure. Sometimes, a lot of times with managing our time, we feel like we failed all because of our own expectations. You got to set reasonable expectations for yourself. Make a schedule, ensuring with the schedule that you focus on daily tasks, you focus on weekly tasks, and monthly activities as well. So that schedule can be very different depending on how you look at it. It can be a daily schedule, a weekly schedule, or a monthly schedule. And lastly, you want to revisit and revise your plan. Flexibility is oftentimes the best ability that you have. Make sure that you never get too rigid in the plan that you set. William Penn said, "Time is what we want most, but what we use worst." And that is extremely true. We want so much time. We have all these plans that we want to do, and we want to do this, and the third. But sometimes we fail to use our time best. How to prioritize. First, you want to do it based on deadlines. Remember, things that you have coming up quickly, you want to make sure that you prioritize those soon, you prioritize those most so that you're able to accomplish those in time for those deadlines. Secondly, what matters most to you? Figure out what's most important to you and use that in your prioritization. Lastly, based on ease of the project, if you know it's something that you can breeze through, then that may be something that you want to put off to the end because you know it's going to be easy for you to complete. Preventing procrastination. This is extremely important. How to prevent that monster called procrastination. What is procrastination? Procrastination is pretty much putting something off for later that you should be doing now. For example, let's say you got to get some work done, but you decide, let me go make this cup of coffee or cup of tea. And then you get on your phone and then you have a chat with somebody in the kitchen. Now it's 40 or 45 minutes later, and you still haven't started working on what you should have been working on 40 minutes ago. That's what procrastination is. And so many of us fall into it so easily. And sometimes you fall into it and you're unaware that you're procrastinating, but that's what's happening. Why do we procrastinate? Number one, sometimes these tasks are extremely difficult. It may be something that you just don't want to do. It may be too tedious or too boring. Secondly, we live in a digital age. And so it's very easy for us to fall into the distractions of social media or for us to get lost in the rabbit hole of a Google search. How many of you guys have ever searched something on Google and all of a sudden it's 20 minutes later because you're still searching things that are branched off from that initial search? I just wanted to know what time McDonald's stopped selling breakfast. Now I'm looking at ingredients of a biscuit recipe. How did I get here? Procrastination. And lastly, you want to look at internal doubt. We struggle sometimes with internal doubt, wondering if you can actually complete the assignment that you have in front of you. So if you realize any of these three things popping up, remember to address them and try your best to get out of that mode of procrastination as soon as you can. Lastly, we want to give you guys one technique to use, and that's called the bite size technique. You want to use this technique to break down a large task into much smaller pieces in order to complete them easier. So you're taking this just like you would a Hershey bar and breaking it off in little bitty pieces to try to make sure that you're getting as much done as you can and it doesn't feel so overwhelming. Sometimes big projects feel overwhelming because they're so large, but if you take it bite size, just a little piece at a time, it won't feel as heavy and you'll be able to get through it much easier than you thought. So those are just some pieces that we wanted to give you guys on time management, making sure that you use your time wisely. If you have any questions or want to reach out to us, please you can see the bit.ly link that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's also on the page here, and that's bit.ly/MOED contact. Make sure you reach out to us if you have any questions about resume assistance, if you have any questions about employers that are currently hiring, if you're interested in training opportunities, reach out to us. Let us know, and we'll be reaching out to you as soon as we're able. And again, guys, thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions, please use that link at the bottom, bit.ly/MOED contact. Thank you, Selena, for coming on and talking about ZTrip and everything that you guys have going on. And until next time, Baltimore, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you on Thursday at 1 o'clock.